Okay, so we just got stopped by a ranger. She checked our permits. Good morning. It is day 2 in the High Sierra. I think maybe day 28 of the PCT and day something of the calendar year Triple Crown. If you know which day it is, let me know. It's on the title and thumbnail. But I slept so well in my new Durston tent. It's just the one person X Mid Pro. And it was gifted to me, so I'm so thankful because I don't know, I guess I didn't even notice how paranoid I am about the bugs. But it's nice to sleep, like to just lay down my stuff and sleep under the stars. And I'll probably still revert back to cowboy camping once, if the mosquitoes aren't a super bad threat or if the ants aren't a super bad threat. But it was really nice to just relax and know that no bugs were going to attack me because I was safe inside a tent. So yeah, I slept pretty well. It did get cold last night. I don't think it dropped below freezing or anything, but it got chilly. I did add a mid-layer, like a fleece mid-layer when I was at Kennedy Meadows for this section, just because my Enlightened Equipment quilt is a 20 degree, but it's very old. I've had it since I hiked the PCT in 2018, and I do have a 10 degree sleeping bag by Z-Packs, but I don't know, I never end up bringing it just because this quilt is significantly lighter, and I'm always like, oh, I'll probably be fine with my layers and things. So I don't know, maybe I'll reach out to Enlightened Equipment and see if they want to send me a new quilt or a quilt that I can use with Cam, because he's coming to Mammoth Lakes. So we have, hopefully, if all goes according to plan, 7 more days in the High Sierra section. Today, after I think maybe 18 miles or so, we will see Thomas's mom, Kelly, and she will give us our snow gear. I'm still on the fence about using my ice axe. I've met quite a few people who are not bringing one in, and like people that are maybe at the same experience level as me, and so that kind of makes me feel like, oh, maybe I'll be fine without it. But definitely bringing micro spikes for sure. I just like how secure those make me feel, and if I have to walk on any snow, that'll be worth it. So I also need to pick up the bear can because this short section doesn't require a bear can. So yeah, I think we're doing that today. We camped at like 9,000 something feet, and now we're going up to 10,000, like 600 something maybe. So going up and then going back down, and that's just gonna be the story for the next like couple weeks at least, but definitely the next 6 days and 7 days, I guess. So yeah, it's feeling nice and cool. I'm not hot in my jacket, my hat, and the bugs have not come out yet, so I'm very, very thankful for at least a few miles without them. I do think that the mosquitoes are going to make this section even more challenging, but I'm just going to put on my rain gear, my bug head net, and just try to relax into it and let it be fine. Do my best to just keep breathing, keep climbing, and pause when I need to, and it'll be okay. So, oh yeah, also look at these little guys. Okay, I got these at the gear shop, Triple Crown Outfitters. I got some of my gear from Two Foot Adventures, which is the gear shop outside of the general store, and then down the road at Candy Meadows is to Triple Crown Outfitters, which is where we resupplied for food. So I do think that has a better resupply for food. There's just a huge wall of options, but both gear shops have food. So yeah, I know that the Two Foot Adventures trailers moves around, so she might not be there when you come through. But anyways, back to these little stuffies. The woman working at Triple Crown Outfitters, it wasn't Yogi. I forgot her name. She was very nice, but she made these. They have a little PCT circle on them. Let's see if I can show you. Well, yeah, there's a little PCT circle. And anyways, I was wanting to get something for Cam, so I thought I would get us little matching owls, and then I'll give this to him, and I'll wear it through the High Sierra, and then give it to him in Mammoth Lake. So that feels like it makes the gift a little bit more special, I guess, just to have carried it. And they're so light, and I don't know, I kind of like look down and it's just like cute little, like resting little owls. So it's kind of comforting in this hard section, and to think about Cam and feel excited for him to join me on this like adventure. So we are gonna get to water in probably like half a mile, and then we have like a 10-mile water carry, and all the water in the next section is like 0.3 to 0.5 off trail, and maybe the water that we are choosing to get in like 10 miles is 0.2, but all of it's off trail, so that's a bit annoying. That's okay, we will deal with it. I hope it just means there's less mosquitoes today. Okay, let's get into today. Okay. Not a bad view. Okay, we've come almost to the very top of this climb. It's been 6.2 miles, and we've gained like 1,600 feet in elevation in the last few miles. So I think we're at like 10.6 right now, somewhere around there. I want to take a little micro break. Look at these rock formations up here, so cool. Might want to take a little micro break just to sit up here for a second. Whoa. Wow. Whew. Okay, so we just got stopped by a ranger. She checked our permits. I had to start a week earlier than my permit. So my permit was for May 31st. I started on May 23rd. So she lectured me, told me I wasn't special. She told me that, like, there's a reason, like, there's the permitting system. And she was overall just so rude. It's like, I know I did the wrong thing. I tried to explain to her that I was really close to hitting my permit date. And I wasn't really sure how to go about, you know, even having a permit for this year, because the PCTA doesn't even issue permits in June because it's so hot. So I wasn't sure if I would land, how close I would land to May 31st or June, like how it would go, especially because I applied for my permit before I got sick, which is why I was a little delayed on the AT finish, why I haven't finished yet. I'm all riled up because I don't like conflict, and I just feel like she was just so mean and rude, and I feel like the only thing I'm taking away from that interaction is how rude she was and mean, and she was just so blatantly like, you're not special. And it's like, I'm not doing this to be special. I'm not trying to have like special treatment. I just think there are special circumstances that the permitting system hasn't really caught up to yet. How are the Triple Crowners, how are the calendar year Triple Crowners doing it? Because surely there's been so many different styles, and having a permit at all is at least, you know, saying, hey, I respect the system. I'm going to try my best to be in line with it, and like obviously cooperate with leave no trace principles. Like, we're out here because we love nature, and like because we love hiking and through hiking, and because we want to be devoted to the trails. So just felt so much like so draining emotionally, and then I've just been all wound up, and honestly it's fine. Like, it's her authority to lecture me. I did do something wrong. She did have the authority to rip up my permit, which is what she said. And yeah, she could definitely like kick me out of this section and off the trail or whatever. And it probably really would have affected me because I'm sensitive. So yeah, I don't know. I'm all like wound up, and probably just like have a good cry about it and then feel better. But I think just to say to someone's face, like, you're not special, is just so the opposite of true. Like, everyone's special, you know, not just because I'm trying to hike this calendar year Triple Crown. I'm special because I was born, and so is that lady. So is everybody. Like, we're all special. We're all valuable. And I just feel like the way she said it, she was just trying to be degrading and demeaning rather than objective and just telling me like the rules. It was like she was also trying to insult me. So I don't know. I'm not really good at dealing with like that sort of thing. Clearly. So anyways, we're hiking down Cottonwood, the Blue Blaze, to Cottonwood Pass. So it'll add 4 off-trail miles for the day, like the there and back. But hopefully it's just smooth. It's smooth right now. It's not too bad. And we're gonna get geared up, and everything's gonna get a lot harder. So, okay, almost there. There's Thomas up there. I just have to get across this sandy meadow. And the parking lot's like up there in those trees somewhere. And there's some high mountains. Okay, we made it to Lone Pine. It was not in the original plan to stay here, but Thomas and I really needed to like look at the map and try to make sure we feel confident with the plan, because it kind of felt like after today it was like maybe 2 passes is too much. So yeah, I'm gonna shower right now and then we're going to figure it out. We did like 18 miles today and I'm so excited to sleep in a bed. Okay, everybody, it is just about bedtime and I'm in Lone Pine. I don't think I explained today very well, but basically Thomas and I got to the Cottonwood Pass exit. It's a 2-mile off-trail exit, and some people take the side trail and then hitchhike into Lone Pine. It's like an hour drive down a steep mountain, so that's what you saw today. It was so gorgeous, the drive down, but we weren't planning on coming into Lone Pine, but we decided to come into Lone Pine just to give our miles another look, kind of set ourselves up for success on Whitney. And in the end, we were planning on taking 7 full days, or 8 full days, and including Whitney. And now it's looking like we had a short 27-mile day yesterday. Today was only like 18, I think. And now we're gonna hike out with 7 days of food. So that will get us to mile 904, I think. And then we'll have a couple miles side trail. We're gonna start at 7:56 because the Cottonwood Pass exit like has 2 options. So we went down one and then we'll go up the other. And that'll be like a 4-mile side trail. So we'll do that tomorrow. And I was feeling super overwhelmed today. Like, honestly, I kind of had like, I've been getting like stress stomach aches all day today. I think I mentioned that ranger that like, she kind of really got to me, and I was feeling upset at her for being so mean, but also just guilty that I wasn't able to follow my permit like actual date. So it wasn't like I could just be mad at her like I'm in the wrong, right? I didn't like, but I just feel like she could have been nice and not so mean. So that, and then I think I was exhausted by the time I got to Thomas's mom's car, and we had to like reorganize all of our food, and I just like have not had time to recoup and relax in a bed since Tehachapi. So I don't know, I think we just made the call because I was having a stomach ache, which I think was stress because I'm worried about the High Sierra, but also because that lady was mean to me. And then also the heat and the challenge of being at elevation. So lots of little things that just kind of like added up today. And I was just feeling like I just want to rent a car and drive away, which I haven't felt very much, like I really have not had very many moments out here where I want to quit. And I don't think I wanted to quit today. I just felt closer to wanting that than I ever have. I think I think, I could use a 0, but I've had so many short days and my miles just aren't, like, I need to do bigger miles to make this happen. And so the combination of all these feelings is just like, and then also the fear of the Sierra and how hard it's going to be at elevation, even though I've already done it, and I've done it in conditions that were way harder than this, probably because I did it in snow. And I did a 10-day. I think we took in 11 days of food, actually, just in case. But it was 10 days of being out there. So the evidence says I'm going to be okay and I'm going to be able to do it. But it just feels like I'm scared of doing it because of how hard it's going to be. But the only way to get through that is to just do it and to find, hopefully I'll find myself surprised. So I kind of cried a lot today, this evening. I mean, I got pizza, I got ice cream, I got like another days of food for resupply. I still need to pack my bear can, but I'm just doing all of it in the morning. I'm just so much more of a morning person. When the responsibilities start to add up at night, I cannot. I have to do it in the morning because I'm a morning person. So I'm gonna wake up at 5. We're gonna try to leave by 6. So I have a lot to do in the morning. I'm just gonna like get up and start working on it. So yeah, sorry I didn't get very many clips today, but that was all happening. And yeah, Cam just talked me through it and listened, and it was just so encouraging. So I'm really, really happy yeah, that we've been spending more time together and that he's coming out in about a week. So it's gonna be really good, and I hope you guys are all doing super well. And thank you so much for being here, and thank you for all of your like Venmo support. So many of you are like repeat offenders. I don't know if I've already said that, but like many of you have gifted multiple times, and I'm so thankful. And every time I get a notification, even if I can't say thank you right away, I say thank you in my head and in my heart, and I think about you. So I appreciate it. It does help. It's amazing to feel like I'm fan funded. It is kind of, I feel like lucky that that's possible just because I'm such a small YouTube channel. And you guys, your support is really going a long way out here. So thank you so much for being here, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.